What is up, you crazy people? This is me, Quentin Gooden at The Young Enthusiast. Here just enjoying my Sunday being off. I know it's been a couple of weeks since I've talked to you guys, but really nothing's happened. Except pretty much some bullshit. So, I'm gonna just get to it. My Civic has given me trouble for like the last few weeks. At first, the first thing that happened was the distributor went out and it wouldn't start anymore. Okay, so after waiting 1 week for the distributor to come in, we got it running, and I was driving it for a week, and then boom, that Saturday it stopped working. Okay, so I thought the alternator went out. Like at first, the car died while I was driving to work. I barely made it to work, so I'm thinking it was the distributor, not the distributor, the alternator, and I charged my battery after it was dead. The battery was dead anyway. But I charged it all day at work while I was working. So I went, after work, I went to go plop it inside the Civic. And guess what? The Civic wouldn't start again. It just would not start anymore. It was just some bullshit. So that week, I ended up, so the next day, I ended up trading that Civic for a car that actually did run and drive until I actually went to drive it back home. This is this one right here. This is a piece of shit Maxima that I'm trying to sell right now. I mean, it looks pretty good. Like, black is a good color for these cars. I like this car itself, but like the body and shape of it. But this thing just stopped running completely. Like, it's bullshit. I wanted to drive it so I wouldn't have to drive my Miata every day. But I couldn't do that. So the Maxima just sits there until I sell it. I traded the Civic for it, so now we're back to square one. The Miata is now the daily driver. But I'm not really having a problem with that. It starts every time. It's pretty much been the only car I've ever had that's been reliable. Now, in order for this thing to be daily drivable without any problems, I've had to do something to it. Because one of the reasons I didn't want to drive it every day was because it also wasn't perfect either. But it wasn't terrible. Looks like some asshole hit me. It did not fucking. Yeah, some asshole must have hit me. Because that wasn't there before. But we went ahead and got something done last Saturday, right? Yesterday. It was something that needed to be done for a while. You see, this engine's running good. I changed the oil about a couple of months ago. And it's running good, but I got me a new radiator. It's been one of the biggest things that I've needed for this car. Like, that was a big problem. When I was driving the Miata, while the Civic was down, and while basically the Maxima was down too, it started to overheat a little bit. And that's what I've noticed, and I did not like that at all. I didn't. But now, since I got that new radiator, it pretty much stays good, and it also gets hotter. It also gets warmer. So I'm pretty much going to just drive the Miata, and I'm either going to decide on getting another cheaper car to drive every day. I've been really wanting an Accord Coupe lately. I've also kind of wanted another Maxima that's black though. I'm already getting kind of close to the goal for those cars, since I can pretty much get them for around $1,500 to $2,500. If I get an Accord, I want it to be a manual. I'm not even going to try to look for a manual one of those. If I did, that'd be the perfect daily driver if you ask me. Yeah, if I do that, I'm going to get those cars, and then I'm going to get a new top for this car. I called a place that does it in Birmingham. It's $1,100 to do a soft top, and it takes about 3 days. These are quality people. Or I'm going to either get a hard top for it. I kind of want to get it done before the coldest part of winter starts. So I don't know. But another thing too is that I'm also going to probably finally get the cars I've always wanted too. That's also another option that I want to go with. Like I've been wanting to get a couple of cars: a C4 Corvette, a Nissan, not Nissan, a Infiniti G35, and a Ford Mustang GT, the new Edge or old SN95s. Those are the cars I've really been wanting, really the most. So those would be the cars I'll probably try to save up for. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this little update. I'm sorry for not uploading as much, but there really hasn't been anything I can really do. Really, I hadn't really been able to go to car events because, well, the Civic was fucked up and this car was overheating. But I'm back in business now with the new radiator. Doesn't leak. Car's definitely doing a lot better now. Well, I'll talk to you guys later.